Welcome to the Mac and Chuck podcast with your hosts, Scott McKenzie and Chuck Hill.
Hi, I'm Jenna DeYoung, the newly elected city clerk.
And I'm Sherry Grimm, the newly elected treasurer.
We'd like to invite you to the Granite City Cinema on June 28th at 6 p.m. for the Mayor's Listening Series, where we will be there to speak with the community.
Thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing you.
On June 28th, 6 p.m. at the movie theater. See you there. I can't.
Okay.
I'm done. There's no...
And that's not even the half of it. That's not even the half of it. That's not even the half of it.
I have to say that was probably one of the most fun shots that I've done in a long time.
And really, I'm not this short.
You just kind of hunkered down tonight?
Yeah, I'm hunkered down.
Hunkered down for the storm that blew through earlier?
Really didn't blow through.
No, we got quite a bit of rain over here.
Did you? Yesterday, it was like a monsoon for 4 minutes.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I was just in Edwardsville, and it was coming down.
When, today?
Yeah, like at 4:30.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mac and Chuck Show. I am one of your hosts, Chuck. And the other gentleman there.
Is that my cue?
That's your cue. Not to be confused with the cue you ate earlier. Yep, and this is our co-host, Mac.
Tis I.
Tis you. And we've actually got DJ Whiteout in the studio tonight.
Hello.
About time.
Yep, he decided to grace us with his presence.
No kidding.
We just want to welcome everybody. That commercial you saw earlier today was actually one that Mac and I shot for the city of Granite City. Some of you have been watching and listening and paying attention. We've got the Mayor's Listening Series that's been going on. They're allowing us to live stream it for them, so we're going to be bringing that to you both on the Mac and Chuck page and on the Granite City, Illinois page. If you don't follow that page already, you can check them out on Facebook at Granite City 2040 without the 6. You'll be able to see the live broadcast tomorrow. We're going to have City Clerk Jenna DeYoung and City Treasurer Sherry Grimm on there to answer your questions.
You might have Jenna DeYoung if she can stop laughing for 5 minutes.
I think when you get her in front of people, she's probably going to be okay.
Well, fingers crossed.
Well, yeah, fingers crossed. So that's your jobs tomorrow night, Granite City citizens, to be there and
don't be square.
Be square.
And yeah, be there, don't be square. But yeah, to just kind of show up and get your questions answered. This is really a great series. There were some really great questions asked last time, as I'm sure Matt can attest to. Some people were really engaged and they were asking questions. And so tonight, kind of what we want to talk about is a couple things. We do want to kind of get your input if you live locally, and even if you don't live locally. What are some of the questions that you would want to ask your city clerk or your city treasurer, even if you just wanted to know what they do and kind of what their jobs entail? Tomorrow's a great forum to do it. And then tonight, we'll just kind of take your questions about that. And then also we have a special guest on, a local business owner, Holly Taft, who owns Sissy Space here in Granite. We're just going to talk to her a little bit about kind of what it is she does, what her business is, why she does business here in Granite City, and just kind of, what keeps her here. So with that being said, Mac, how's your week been?
Not bad. It's last night was really a good time.
Yeah, last night was good.
Walking up and down I think, would you consider that walking or singing or jaunting in the rain, or all the above?
Well, you know me. Of course, I'm singing in the rain. I'm singing in the rain. Come on, man. You can't set me up like that. I'm going to slap that
in broadcast button in about 2 seconds.
Come on, man. You can't set me up like that and expect me not to follow through.
I was expecting it to be a strikeout pitch. Obviously, it wasn't my best stuff.
Dude, that was a home freaking run.
Anyway.
So, no, last night I would say, so for those of you who were not friends with on Facebook, is that we actually went down to the Del Mar Loop, had some dinner and hung out with some great friends. And it was a really great time. Went to Mission Taco, there on Del Mar. Really cool. Went out to Vintage Vinyl. Love that place. You picked up quite a bit of music there.
I can't go in a music store without coming out with something.
I know,
can't,
right?
It's impossible.
Right. It is hard. I saw a lot of stuff last night that I wanted to buy, but then I was like, maybe my money is better spent elsewhere instead of buying CDs right now. But I'm very glad that Lisa bought that book because I totally intend to read that after
Hijack it? No,
Hijack
don't say
it.
hijack it.
I'm going to hijack it.
Okay, well,
Yep, I'm
let's
gonna
be
hijack it.
honest. Is that your non-labeled Diet Cola?
This is my non-branded Diet Cola.
Non-branded.
See? Non-branded. Yeah. Here we go.
See, I can't do that because you
Notice the
can
zero
tell what this
calories.
is.
That looks like a Dr. Pepper. Aha.
Babe.
Hey,
Cease and desist order.
there's a lot to be said for color and labeling, for color and brand recognition.
Yep.
So for those of you who don't know, my week has been actually pretty good. I end of one journey, the beginning of another. I start a new job tomorrow. I'm very excited to be part of the Coastal Business Solutions team over in St. Louis. Very excited to help them out and just be part of their team. And I am sad to have left Hoyleton, though. Hoyleton it's a great company to work for. The people there are just fantastic people, and their hearts are just, man, you couldn't ask for people with better hearts and serving what they do. So in saying that, I would just honestly suggest that when it comes time for when you're looking for organizations to donate to, just give them a thought if you're wanting to volunteer some time.
What's your
The joys of live television.
Oh, now would that be Shami?
Yes.
That would be Shami.
Hey.
She's saying hi to everybody.
No, she's not. She's looking out the window to see who she can bark at.
what's your commute now?
My commute?
Yeah.
It'll be about the same. I'll just have to, work with some St. Louis traffic. So that's really what's going to be the longest
Which means
part of that.
I think you meant to say you're gonna have to run through the gauntlet every morning.
Pretty much.
So is it Midtown? Is it north, south?
East, actually.
Hazelwood.
Oh, okay, so north.
Yeah, there are two locations, Hazelwood and Maryland Heights.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited about being there. So kind of curious who we got on the show tonight. If you guys wouldn't mind just giving us a quick hi, hello, how are you, or F off, one of the two, something along those lines.
Well then, that escalated quickly.
Just let us know how you guys are doing tonight. Let us know. First of all, let us know that you can hear us okay and that we're coming through. We're coming through all right out there and
Get down.
YouTube and Facebook land.
Get down.
Hey man, you better be careful. You're gonna have the PETA people after you.
Did I slaughter the dog? No. Wow, you got a middle finger.
Who got a middle finger?
You did.
I got a middle finger? Who gave me a middle finger? What?
Evening, Kim.
Well, I guess I did get the F off.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kim, how you doing tonight?
You got it.
I think we're going to see Kim tomorrow night, right, Kim? You're going to be out there at the Mayor's Listening Series for Jenna and Sherry. Kind of hoping to see you out there. It's always pleasant to see you.
You're so nice.
I try to be.
Speaking of PETA people, this dog's about to get. Is trying to eat my burger. She's about to get going.
Well, let us know, and we'll cut away real quick. And
Well,
No,
probably
I know how to remove myself from the stream.
They probably watched you eat the other mountain of food before the show, and he's trying to save you.
So I want to give Kim Pearson a shout out here real quick in her 62040 group. If you guys are not following that group, whatever, and you're part of the Granite City community, I would seriously consider going over to that group. Kim, if you'd like to throw the link up there in the comments, that way people can find you, and then we'll put it up on the screen. We know that everyone kind of watches and views us from different streams, so we want to make sure we get that up there. And but there's some really good information going on there. New restaurants are opening up. I've learned that from the 62040 group, which is nice. There's a Andre's
Bistro. I believe. Oh.
Yeah, Andre's Bistro going into, I think it's the old Don Chincho's area. Since Don Chincho's has moved, that place has become open. So kind of nice to see another restaurant open up.
Musical restaurants.
I guess.
They all stop when the music stops.
I guess. I'm not sure.
I didn't know Don Chincho moved.
Yeah, he moved.
to.
Yeah, they moved
Also-
over to El Torero.
Also, I read today that Farm Fresh is opening in a half hour early.
Oh, nice.
The one that reopened, I read that earlier. They're, like I said, opening in the morning at 6:30 instead of 7 to really try to catch some of that early morning traffic.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So definitely help them out. They're rebuilding, or they have rebuilt, and they really need to get some business in there. So if you are part of the Shop Local team, definitely visit them on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Another thing, in the 62040 area, Osaka has another place now.
Really?
Yeah, over on 203. Do you remember that old rundown chiropractic office?
The old rundown chiropractic.
Well, it's been vacant for so long.
Yeah, it's on 203.
I think so. Yeah.
Namioki or 203?
Namioki. Well, it's not Namioki. Like it's getting off of Namioki towards 203. Like when you head towards 270, there's a sign there that says Osaka Sushi now, where it used to say chiropractor. So I guess they got a new place now.
Am I unfamiliar with this?
Is it past where Charlie used to be at?
Charlie's.
Yeah, well, you're probably too young to remember.
It's like on the entryway. Like you know how you'll head over to go down to 270 and stuff.
Yeah.
Like head to 270 east and west. It's on that road there at the intersection of that used car place in Swick. That road.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's Maryville Road, isn't it?
No, Maryville Road.
I don't.
It intersects with Maryville Road.
I know what he's talking about.
That road.
Okay, I'm a little.
It's I think it's the corner of Wabash and 203.
Yes.
Wabash and 203. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Haha.
Bam! Yes,
I beat Kim to it.
Sue's Bar. Now, if you told me Sue's Bar, I know what you're talking about.
It's like the only business in that vicinity.
Gotcha. I know what you're talking about now.
You know.
All right. You want to go ahead and throw that link up for? Yeah, there we go. So, guys and gals and all those others, if you want to, you can take it. Well, I want to include everybody. I want to be inclusive. Go ahead and throw that link back up there. If you guys want to check out the 62040 Facebook page, you can go right there. Kim has been gracious enough to supply us with the link.
That's a lot more than 5 numbers.
Yeah, this is true.
Why don't you go ahead and read it for the audience, Dad, so they can go ahead and type it in.
8675309.
Tell you what, Kim's got it there in the comments. DJ, if you want to copy it, and then you can post it in the comments, that would go out to all 3 of our streams.
All right.
And then people will know just kind of exactly where to go. And Kim, if you wouldn't mind, actually, maybe just let us know kind of which stream you're watching. Are you watching the Mac and Chuck stream, or are you watching it on my personal stream, or where you watching at? That way we can make sure it gets posted to everybody. So speaking of new businesses, I think there's a place over on Pontoon Road. Used to be kind of a popular taco place, I think. I want to say, I may be wrong here, so I'm not trying to do this, but I want to say it used to be Terry's Place or something. It was right there on, where Subway on Pontoon Road was?
Way down yonder?
Yeah. So, okay, Angie's watching us on Mac and Chuck. All right, cool. And then there's a new place. I forget what it's called, but it looks like a small restaurant going in there. Just kind of a new place that, yes, Angie is live in the studio tonight. Trying to remember exactly where it's at.
So is she in the studio or is she in the green room?
No, she's in the studio.
Oh.
She's sitting over here next to DJ Whiteout.
I didn't know if you had a green room or not.
No, you've seen this place.
Angie's actually the one engineering all this right now. I'm just sitting in a recliner smoking a comically large cigar.
He's got
and taking all the glory.
Counting his cash.
He's got a Lewinsky, huh?
I'm doing the Lewinsky thing.
Whoa, no, he's not. I hope not.
Maybe he's getting Lewinsky. I don't know.
Oh.
My fellow Americans, I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
But my cigar did.
Gross.
Well.
That whole situation was kind of a gross one. So, again, we've got Holly's going to be joining us here before too long. She's going to be coming to us from Sissy Space. And then we've got we've got we were gonna have Cat Boss on tonight, but she's gonna just take another week or so to kind of take care of some personal stuff. And just Trisha, we want you to know that we're praying for you, and that we hope things are going to get better for you. If you do get a chance, folks, go ahead and check out her her business. Yeah, check out her Instagram. It's at catboss.tv, and she also does a great job with Got Potential, and that's her pet talent agency. So I've seen some really cool stuff that she's posted on her Instagram, and so yeah, just really good thing to check out there.
As he takes another swig from the unbranded can.
It's literally unbranded. Well, I mean, there is a brand on it, but it's not one you typically get. However, I will say that as far as diet colas go, this is actually pretty good. I didn't expect much, but it was actually pretty good.
That's how you go through life. If you really don't expect much, you're not disappointed, right?
Hey, you know what? If you lower the expectation, you can't help but be, impressed, right?
Right. See?
I mean, that's kind of the way I feel about it sometimes. So, all right, I think Holly's joined us, and we're always promoting live businesses. So, DJ, if you want to bring Holly into the stream. Hi, Holly, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing great.
Good evening.
Sorry, you don't have any earbuds.
Oh no, you're fine. Can you hear us? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you guys great.
All right, awesome. As long as you can hear us and we can hear you, I think we're doing all right.
Perfect.
So, Holly, thank you for being on the show first. We definitely appreciate it. As you and I have actually met once before, this is my co-host, Mac, and we definitely appreciate you being on the show. And if you don't mind, folks, what we're doing here is we're just, we're always promoting small businesses here. And Holly, if I understand correctly, you're kind of a newer business in the Granite City area, correct?
That is correct. Just
Awesome.
opened January 29th. So
Okay.
Going on 5 months here in a couple days.
All right, great. Well, why don't you tell us and the viewers just a little bit, kind of about what you do and how you go about doing it.
Okay, great. Well, last year was COVID, and this building was up for auction. And I actually collect a bunch of Volkswagens. So my day job, I'm in industrial sales, and I've worked in Missouri for 23 years. So this building comes up for auction. I was getting ready to build a garage. I thought, well, maybe I can win this building. And I did. So I took ownership of the building the end of March. And then I kind of just started seeing the things around downtown. Now, I had an experience in 2019. My nephew was in a horrible car accident. And we didn't know if he was going to make it. He is doing well now. He's living with a TBI, but he is doing really great. But what got my heart was the first 4 hours after his accident, Granite City raised over $5,000 for my family.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, prayer groups, people, he was on every sign, every school sign, every church sign, everybody. I mean, there was shirts, GC Warrior Proud for David Gredeke, Gredeke Strong. It really moved my family. So David Gredeke's my nephew. And when that happened, it's just like, when you experience like something like that in life, it's my twin sister's baby. So, all the kids mean something to me, but it's really crazy when something like that happens to you. So,
Sure.
Granite City came out, and I noticed that we are a city that can be together and be one. And then I get the building. A year goes by, or about a month goes by, I get the building, and I just started thinking, what could I do? I started getting to know some people in the community, and just seeing the pride that people had. Brenda Whitaker being one of them with her community cleanups. That really just got my heart, wow, all these people are coming together. See, I know we have a great community. So what can I do? So I'm in industrial sales, and the building that I bought was the old Grove Plumbing building. So they left all their plumbing. I had 6 months worth of work to do to kind of clean out this spot. And I thought, well, COVID had hit, and I realized people lost their jobs. But I'm also noticing how talented my friends were making shirts, tumblers, glassware, woodwork. It was just crazy. So I thought, well, maybe I can make a little spot in this building and just promote local people, sell their items, not take charge them a space rent, just do a commission and see what we can do. Get some people, get some money in their pockets and promote them. And so January 29th, I had like 2 local vendors and just one wholesaler I was dealing with. 5 months later, we have 35 local vendors. Wow. And I'm with 5 wholesalers. We're doing an expansion. So a customer came in today. Let's give Lisa a shout out because we wouldn't be on this call today if it wasn't for her. So thank you, Lisa. So things
Lisa's
are just
all right, I guess.
Yeah, things are just coming along. So in the same building, what I'm going to be bringing, the city approved, is a laundromat. So nice. I came up with that idea in November because I'm on the opposite corner of the YMCA. So I think at that time, I didn't know if the YMCA was going to have washroom. And I thought, well, 32 lofts, maybe I could have a laundry room that can afford sissy space, the resale shop to help, all these local vendors and stuff. But, sure. They are going to have a washroom. So it's not about that, but it's just downtown. They don't have a laundromat. So I've been talking to the community. Everybody's excited about that. So it's going to take me a little bit longer to get that project going. But I have just, I want to give back to Granite City, and it all started with Granite City giving to my family, and I just appreciate it. I'm so hardcore about it that I even switched my area. Again, I was in Missouri for 23 years. In April, I switched to Illinois for my sales, so I'm pretty dedicated, and I've already gotten to U.S. Steel. So thank you for all my connections there, you guys. It's really going to help me. My day job helps me get Sissy Space going, and all of that, of course, but. I'm excited to see what's going to happen downtown. I see the passion in people, and I encourage anyone that has a dream or a goal. There's a lot of places for rent down there, and I think you can get on, rent for free. Even if we want to start in my shop and see if your product will start selling, I just encourage people, go for your dreams. We have places downtown that need to be rented, and we need businesses, and we need you to shop local, please. We need our money in our town. So we're only going to grow if that happens. So I know it's kind of a lot more than maybe what you guys wanted to hear.
No, absolutely. No, it's a free forum.
Yeah, no, I mean, what you said was absolutely perfect. And the fact that, you recognized Granite City rallied around the people. I mean, that's definitely a positive thing that, more people need to hear about our town because, Kim made the comment, no other city rallies like GC when it comes, to one of our own. And I have noticed that that's a pretty solid thing. And that's one of the charms of a small town. I mean, we're not super small, but we're not super big either. But, I mean, given the fact that they did that for your nephew and also that, in your shop, you said you went from 2 vendors to 35 vendors?
Yes. And
okay.
So the 29th, so 2 days is just 5 months that we've been open. And We're already we're taking down a wall. So I'm expanding the store within the next 2 weeks, and we'll be online hopefully by the end of July. Of course, I'm in industrial sales. So doing retail, I've had some learning curves, let's say. So we're not online. Everybody's like, come on, hurry up and get online. And I'm like, we're still learning systems, and we've had to change a couple, but we're getting there. So sure. I know we're getting there. Today, I was only open for 4 hours, and I had customers travel from Highland, Litchfield, and Fairview. And I was like, oh, well, how did you hear about Sissy Space? And, it's online. So I always joked about Facebook, but thank you, Facebook, for, and everybody sharing my stuff. It really means a lot. I mean, shopping local and supporting local is so dear to my heart, learning what I know. And, it's not like I was ignorant. I don't want to say I was stupid about it. I just was living every day and working hard, and I wasn't involved in my community. So you don't know what it takes to get that road fixed or, to get things done. And if people take a little bit more time to understand that, they would know that it's just a process. Everything's a process, but we are getting there. So we need positivity. I always say you can come to Sissy Space, grab some positive energy and free good vibes for free. I mean, just leave some before you go.
Sure. You mentioned, come to Sissy Space. Like if I were to come there, what type of products would I find? Like I know you said you got quite a few vendors, but what kind of products would I find if I came to Sissy Space?
So we're really into eco-friendly, handmade products. So, again, I own the Volkswagen. So yes, I do have a lot of tie dye. Everybody thinks like, oh, it's just a hippie shop. So I had one guy go, I came to your shop and I bought a Chinese checker thing for my son. And I said, see, it's not just a hippie shop. Because he said, and I'm not even a hippie. So yes, they do have the tie-dye, tapestries, flags. But we recently became direct with a wholesaler that's kind of like a gift shop. So it makes you kind of think of Jan's, Hallmark. So my sister kept on saying, quit talking about like it's resale consignment because you have wonderful gifts here. I have Father's Day gifts. I have graduation gifts, like the balloons, the candies, the bears, lots of jewelry, art. I have 5 artists in my shop and one's 11 years old. So Maria Harris. So I'm giving her a shout out because she has some really great art. And so all ages as well. So just to put a shout out to the younger generation, I want you to inspire and go for your passions. So what I'm willing to do at Sissy Space, I take like 10% commission. So I just need it for credit card transactions. And then I want them to take the rest. And, I feel like if you're 11 years old and you're coming to my shop to make some money, that you're going to probably do well with your money or put it into your passion. So I encourage children to vend at my shop as well. So again, art, you got lava lamps on one side and then you got funny jokes and pranks gifts on the other.
Nice.
It's really a little bit of everything.
Nice. So that's very cool. And it's awesome that you're promoting the younger ones also, because as they get started younger, they're going to, do better as they get older and they're going to learn more responsibility and things like that. So that's pretty awesome.
Yes. So I'm very, I'm amazed how talented these kids are. I have a business degree, so I'm good with numbers and business. I know how to draw peace signs and hearts. Okay. That's about all I know. And these kids that come into my store, even the ones, I got a couple that are making jewelry. And one came in, Emily Ripley. I'll give her a shout out. She has earrings there. And she said, I was looking online and I seen these earrings and people were buying them for $40. She bought all the materials and she's selling them in my shop for $8 or $10. And they look like $40 earrings. So I love creative minds like that. So they're helping me as well, being interested in stocking their merchandise in my store.
Very cool.
Yeah. So you'll have to come check it out. And please let me give another shout out to Alfresco Productions. We started outdoor events with them at the Melting Pot, which Chuck, you met me at the first one. Mm-hmm. Our setup is way bigger now. So please join us on July 10th. We went all out and we're going to be outside of our shop this weekend from 10 to 4, Friday and Saturday. We have outdoor and indoor shopping. So we went all out. The Melting Pot really inspired us, all the vendors there. And we have had Troy, Illinois reached out to us. We're setting up there on the 4th. And we did Belleville a couple weeks ago. So we're doing everything we can to get our name out in Granite City. Name out. So the best part about it is all the money does come back to Granite City. So don't feel like I'm being a trader going somewhere else. I'm bringing their money back to Granite. So.
Nice. That's it. Let's take money from the other communities and pour it into Granite. Sorry,
right?
Matt.
They've been taking ours.
So Holly, why don't you would you mind giving us your address real quick and we can throw it up here on the screen? And then what is it?
Yep, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying we'll put your address and your phone number up here on the screen, so later viewers can get it and grab it and watch it also.
That would be great. So the address is 1310 21st Street, Granite City, Illinois, and the number is 618-501-4204.
All right, awesome. And now, do you currently have a Facebook page that people can go and check out?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give that Facebook page to us also.
All right, I will send that to you.
Okay, yeah, and if you want,
space.
Okay, if you want, you can actually, after we're done here, just make a comment on the stream here.
Perfect.
And that way we'll put that up there and people can see that. So you mentioned earlier the YMCA lofts that are coming in, and that's really a great opportunity for people to just kind of people who are moving in there, just to have the opportunity to come down and see you. And it's really a great opportunity for some restoration to go on down there in downtown. So just kind of in your opinion, as a new citizen of the town, what are you most excited about with our new government here and with what's going on with the downtown restoration?
Well, I'm excited that I've already met with the new mayor and building and zoning. So they've encouraged me. So when I start on the laundromat, I guess my biggest beef when I start Sissy Space, it wasn't that bad. I mean, you got to do your regular inspection, pay for your business license. But when it came to my sign outside the building, I had to pay more for the sign than to get the approval to put my own sign. I just took Grove Plumbing sign down, put the same size, and it cost more. So the new mayor's like, look, we don't want to have these hassles or these fees. They're not really helping us. So when I start the laundromat, I think it's going to be easier for business owners to start their businesses without these fees. But you got to have the inspections, we got to make things are legit, but he really wants to do away with that. So I was encouraged about that. So I'll be starting on the laundromat, here soon. I also purchased the 4-apartment flat next door to my building. So I have a lot of ideas for that. And I just think the passion and the heart that I'm hearing of other business owners down there. And when we start getting those renters in those lofts, then we're going to have really that art district that everybody's looking forward to. People walking around the blocks, visiting the different businesses. We can make that happen. We just have to make sure we're visiting the local businesses in town. But I'm excited. I've been seeing the side. 2 months ago, I had my sidewalk redone in front of Sissy's right after I opened. I made one phone call. That's what it was about. I made one phone call. The mayor got me on the list, and he told me it would be summertime because it was still wintertime. And then that next week, they were already out there doing it. I was like, wow. So I feel like, if you just make those calls and you see something that's not right, that needs to be improved in the city, they are doing that. So I've only been encouraged by what I'm seeing around me, things being improved, old buildings being knocked down if they need to. Hopefully we can save what we can, but if it's no good, I'm just seeing action. So that's what, and I know that's been a process to get here, but it's happening finally. That's what we should be happy about.
Sure. And I actually, Mac, I'm sure you did also noticed a lot of questions about that during the last mayor's listening series. A lot of people were addressing the derelict buildings and just how they. I liked the word that the mayor used. He called them a blight. And I really enjoyed that he's taking all this seriously. Yes. And it's not just a bunch of political talk or anything like that. So that was pretty awesome to hear that. And he actually spoke more than I think he had intended to, but it was good because I think that the people of Granite City who were watching that and who were present appreciated the fact that he's taking an active role. Now, obviously, any person in authority is going to delegate some task. That's why we have different departments and things like that. But I think it was very awesome that he was there to answer those questions himself as well. And it's great to hear you talk about purchasing the 4 flats there in your building, because that actually shows that you didn't just move over here to Illinois, you're actually investing into your new city, and you're making things better. So that's pretty awesome.
So so everybody's like, how's things going? And I've been so excited. Sissy Space is really, like today, 3 people from out of town came here. They came to Granite City to shop at Sissy Space. I asked them. So that was really encouraging to me. Like, all right, my name's finally getting out there. So when people say, how's it going? I'm just bragging about Sissy Space. Like, oh my gosh, I got all these vendors now. And I've got all these wholesalers. And then I go, but I still got my day job. So, it's just going to take time. So I hope people are patient with me. I'm trying to be patient with myself because I was like, by the end of the year, I'm going to have all these businesses done. And, you got to find people to show up to work, one. But I can confirm that I want to say by the end of August, 21st and Edison, I'm having all the brickwork done on that building, the whole building, and it painted, and it's going to look really nice.
Nice.
We got to start somewhere. So that's where I'm starting, at that corner, and I'll move forward.
Awesome. Holly, we definitely appreciate you investing in the city and appreciate you coming on the show and just kind of, sharing your zeal for the growth in Granite. So, I think that you can join us in the hashtag Get Ready Granite, because I see great things coming to our town. Mac, you got any questions that you'd like to ask Holly or maybe talk with her about?
And you might be more privy to some of these conversations, but I'm hearing a lot about the downtown restoration. A lot of it needs to happen. Is there a time period that you might have heard of people coming in, people wanting to invest, people that are interested to really turn that area around? Or I know it's a process, but like I said, maybe you're privy to some of those conversations that you can pass on to the viewers and us about.
Right. Unfortunately, I'm just starting to get to know a lot of these people, and my day job is very demanding, so I'm trying to join the meetings now and be more involved. I think last year I started getting involved in meeting people, but I was so focused in redoing that building to get open.
Sure.
And then now I'm open going, okay, what's everybody else doing? So
Right.
I know that my projects are going to move forward, and I'm just hoping they're, the way I'm seeing things, they're on the same timeline, but I haven't been involved in those conversations yet. But since you asked, have me on it again in about a month and I'll have your answers. Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm
make sure you
pushing
put her on the
forward. So
calendar for a
those are
month
things
from
that
now.
I need to know too. So it's
Sure.
just that, unfortunately, I get so busy with everything I got going on and trying to get Sissy Space as a success that I'm going, okay, where's the other businesses at now? Come on.
Right.
That's why I'm encouraging people, come. Right now it's going to be really easy to get property cheap or set up a business affordable to see if it's going to work for you. But
Right.
yes, I will. Let's say to be continued. I will try to.
No,
get
that's fine. And I really like what you said about the mayor's looking into those initial fees that a business owner may have a stumbling block or an obstacle to actually start their business. And it's great to hear that he's looking into, because I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that.
What he actually said is that I would be the guinea pig with the laundromat, and any fee that seemed ridiculous. He said, we don't make any money off that. That's the perception, that people think that the city's making all this money off a $50 fee or a $100 fee.
Mm-hmm.
It costs them more money to get it. So, what they said, like, look, you're not going to get away with not getting inspections or going by the rules, but, let's see if we can curb those fees, because it's really just more of a, like that bad vibe with people going, gosh, I don't even want to do that because, she had to pay $200 to put a $150 sign up.
Right.
Oh, that is what happened to me. So he's like, yeah, we don't want that kind of nonsense. Then
Well, I think the common perception among most people, whether it's federal or local or federal, regional, or whatever, is that the government's always out to get them, and you have to bilk them for every penny that they can. And while in some cases that may be what's going on, but I mean, listening to you talk, it really sounds like the mayor and his administration are investing in getting people in here, and like they're trying to make things as reasonable as possible.
Yes.
And they're not trying to bilk the new business owners for a lot of money, but just to get them in business. Because I mean, Mac, as more business means more tax dollars later on down the line, and the initial lower investment for the city to get things rolling and get the economy running just is really a better long-term plan for the betterment of our community. So,
and that's really how it starts, and it snowballs from there. I mean, if a business owner wants to open something, that initial investment, if that could be lowered in any way, that's just good for everybody involved, in my opinion.
Yeah, opening business is expensive.
Right.
One thing, and I'm sorry, I totally forgot this, and I know the mayor's working on it. I don't know if it's happened, but he reached out to me and said, wait till you start your demolition on a laundromat, because he wants to try to get the program that they have right now for the residents to, we're getting rid of the properties that's been stuck. They're trying to get real estate and investors in to get that property and, fix it up and sell it out. He says, I want to give you the no sales tax for commercial as well. So
Nice.
on my building materials. So I am going to be following up with him. That's why I say, like, in the next month, I will ask these questions, and because I'm going to find that out as well. Because he said, well, hold off on that. Hopefully, we can transfer that over so you can, you'll save a lot of money. I got a lot of demolition. I got to redo a whole front of that building. It was like 4, kitchen and 4 rooms. So
Oh, wow.
a lot of work needs to be done. So I like that he was thinking of that for business as well. Like, he actually reached out to me to tell me, like, wait a second before you do that, because if I can save you some money, I'm going to try to do that.
And
that's always good to hear.
That's a great point. And I'd just like to add, the vibe that the government in Granite City has always had is they're just out for themselves. So it's great to hear stories like this to show that he is really invested in changing the perception. He's really invested in the people of that town.
Right. And I can say, before I even met him, he came into the store like 3 times looking for me. And I thought, wow, why would the mayor be coming in here? I was like, yes, I'm the owner of Sissy Space, So when I met him,
as long as the sheriff's not coming to look for you, that's a good thing.
True. And also Rick Daly, he's the new building and zoning. He's come in several times. He's really taken up part, and I just feel like we're kind of learning together. But gosh, they've been just very interested. They want new businesses here. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think that, Rick and
come on, you can do it. You can do
Rick,
it.
I know it's Greg.
Caberna.
Yeah, Rick and Greg Caberna last week. They it was cool to hear them talk about the plans for Granite, and it was cool to hear them answer the questions. And I think that Rick is going to do a great job in his position.
Me too.
They seem very laser focused about what they want to do, and it sounds like with them working with you in the community, Holly, it's just such a great thing. And I'm really hoping that other business owners and other investors who come into the town receive the same treatment. And I shouldn't say treatment, that's probably more of a negative term, but the same welcoming and
consideration.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes, I agree, because I heard a lot of horror stories like, oh, you're not going to be able to do this, and don't even think you're going to do this, and say that was last September. So it took me till November to feel like, okay, I'm ready to go get my first business license, because I didn't even open till January. I mean, it kept on getting delayed, and they made it very easy. I just silenced everybody else, and I thought, like, hey, I'm really sorry you had that bad experience, but I'm just getting to know these people, and I want to start out with a fresh slate, and they've been helpful every step of the way. And I got to be honest, though, I think I got upset one time, and it was because I didn't know the process.
Right. And I
missed the process, I missed the step, and then it's like one of those where you're like, okay, thanks. I know my face looks mad, but I'm not really mad anymore, and I'm feeling really stupid. Sorry. So that's why I'm so encouraging people to start their own thing. It's like, this is the time to do it. The properties at the right, financially, I think we all, can, I don't know. It's just right pricing. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but
I get your vibe.
Yeah, you get my vibe. I'm just saying, come out here and try it. Even if you want to try in Sissy Space, I feel like we all could be successful. There's enough room for all of us to bring pride back to our town, businesses back to our town, and be successful. We all can be successful here.
Yeah,
my city told me that within the first 5 hours of my nephew being in an accident. I can tell you that. We have a city here that wants to support each other. So I'm seeing it. I mean, thank you, Granite.
Awesome. Well, I think that's awesome. Holly, thank you so much for coming on to the show tonight and just, sharing your story, sharing your successes. And, you definitely have a vision, and I think that that's awesome. If the Mac and Chuck show can help in any possible way at all, let us know. We're happy
we're here
to help you out. And you're more than welcome to come on our show at any point or anytime. We're all about small businesses and just making sure that everyone has an opportunity just to succeed. And you're right. I mean, if we're all working towards each other's success, then none of us are really going to fail, right?
Right.
We've all got something positive to look forward to. And, I'm happy to hear that you pretty much ignored the naysayers, just kind of pushed them off to the side and had your own experience. And, if there's anything that really burns my ass, it's when people are like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. They don't even know the process or whatever, but they're going to tear it down before they even know about it. And,
Right.
that is so awesome that you just decide, what, it doesn't matter what they say, I'm going to do my thing. And it sounds like you're really rocking
You're
it,
doing
so
your
that's
thing.
awesome.
I'm doing
Yeah.
my thing. And until the city tells me no, and you know what? When I sat there with the mayor, I got a book right here. It's full of ideas. We went through all my ideas and he let me know what was going to work and what wasn't going to work.
Mhm.
So, what's not going to work, we X that out for now. And, we move forward with things that we think is going to be good for the city. So I'm excited to, I will be back on your show because I'll have more exciting things coming. And, I love what you guys are doing. Let's just bring positivity back. So I hope that every week you guys are just like speaking positive things about Granite City and what we can do as a community to make it thrive. That's what I say.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. And thanks for coming on the show, Holly.
Guys.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
night.
Thank
Well, that's
I
good
dig
news
it.
out of Granite City.
I dig it.
Yeah. I think it's something that I can definitely give. I have to go down there and check it out and, see what she's got going on down there. At least they have a lot of great things to say. Well, you got to have money to spend first.
Oh,
Yeah. But the nice thing is, it sounds like she's got some really great products at really affordable prices. So,
and I'm really impressed by the ideas and the thought that's being put into this.
yeah.
You know,
And
her expansion, her ideas to really get it moving, and it's great to hear.
yeah, it is. And what's even better to hear, it's not really something I've heard before. And I'm really not trying to push the new city government off on everybody, but it really seems like the new administration
But you're
is
gonna do
very
it anyway.
engaged. I'm going to do it anyway. It just really seems like the new administration is very engaged, and that's a great thing.
Like I said, it's great to hear because both you and I know what the impression was in the past.
Right. Well, it wasn't an impression on some things, but it's nice. It seems to have
Whether it's
some
good
nice-
or bad, it's an impression.
True. I would agree with that. Sorry, I had to move. My booty getting sore. Move on.
Never mind.
Move on.
Ugh. I want you so bad. No,
Yeah,
but
move on. What?
I think the thing
What?
is, with the new administration and everything, these are probably people that have been like screaming at the highest mountain these things that they've been wanting to change for so long. And now they're finally in that position that everyone's just been hitting the ground running.
Right. I
Right,
would agree with that.
I have a feeling that this is going to be one of those, if you don't get on board, you're going to be left behind type situations.
Get on or get off.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The train's on its way.
You know what they say:
So-
lead, follow, or get the what out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
We will be expecting flying cars by 2023.
All right, Mayor
They
Parkinson.
were supposed
you
to
hear
be
that?
here by now.
2 years. Yeah, 2 years to get flying vehicles. That's all on you.
On who? Me?
No, Mayor Parkinson.
Oh, I'm like, I don't have the first idea. Give it wings. I don't know.
Yeah, no, DJ Whitehouse says we need to make sure we have flying cars by 2023. So I'd
Yeah,
just
you
set
better
for
get on
cheaper
that
gas
now.
prices, but I don't know that.
No, those
We
are
can
going
do
up
that,
July
yeah.
1st.
Yeah, I'm sure that they are. Speaking of gas prices, I'd like to say, kind of a,
You can make your own.
buddy, I got no problem supplying gas. Now, whether it's going to run my car or not, it's a different story.
Oh well, maybe that's
Now-
what you need to do. You
Now,
need
those
to-
methane-powered buses,
Yeah.
that I might be able to help out with.
you just sit back in the corner in a supply chain.
Just sit on pillows and let them put their pillows in the tanks. I don't know.
Whenever they run out of fuel in the middle of the desert, they say, "We got to call Chuck."
Cool shot.
Okay. Fly,
Methane man.
fly him in, but get him a can of Bush's baked beans on the way here.
There you go. You've heard of Method Man? I'm Methane Man.
Yeah.
So,
And now the show took a turn for the worse.
oh, it's only going to get better from here. So, Holly, you're welcome. Thank you for coming onto the show. We definitely appreciate your time tonight. And,
Thank you for sharing your Sunday evening with two knuckleheads.
Yes. And you know what? Thank all of you who are tuned into the show tonight, and even those of you who are watching, later on in the week. We appreciate everything that you've done to kind of help us, push us and motivate us to do better on the show and to get things just on more of a professional level or professional looking level. So, that is definitely appreciated. We appreciate your viewership. We appreciate when you guys go out and patronize the sponsors that we either have or the people we have on the show, because it just goes to show that what we're doing is working, and we're very excited to be a part of that. I think tomorrow night. So what I'd like to do now is actually, those of you who are watching, and if you are watching, share the show. Just share the crap out of the show. We'd appreciate that. Because what I'd like to do now is just kind of, we'll talk a little bit, but we really want to hear from you guys what your thoughts are about the Mayor's Listening Series. And with it coming tomorrow night, again, it'll be streamed on the Mac and Chuck podcast. It'll also be on the Granite City, Illinois page. But what are your thoughts on, what are questions that you would like to know from our city treasurer or our city clerk? Questions, even if it's just kind of what they do. And, just ask us some questions, and maybe it's something we can do. Maybe we can ask those questions, because, I'm a resident of Granite City myself. So,
I have a vested interest in the town. I still have family there. So
you do.
It affects me as well.
Yeah. And you spend honestly, Mac, you spend tax dollars here in Granite City also, when you're buying things.
Actually, I do.
You do. It reminds me of a movie. It had, what was the name? It had Brendan Fraser and Joe Pesci in it. I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah. Well, anyway,
you keep talking. I'll Google.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think it was Brendan Fraser. But anyway, Joe Pesci's character stands in front of the judge, and he claims that he's a taxpayer, right? And the judge is like, "You pay taxes," and he's like, "Yes." He goes, "When's the last time you paid taxes?" And he's like, "Just the other day, I bought a fifth of whatever it was." He's like, "And on that fifth of alcohol," he's like, "are city taxes, state taxes, and local taxes." And the judge looked at him and was like, "You know what? You have a point.
It just says it's My Cousin Vinny."
My Cousin Vinny. Is that what it is? Okay.
No,
awesome.
no, actually, it's With Honors. That's the one with Brendan Fraser.
Okay, I'm thinking My Cousin Vinny, though. I think maybe. I don't know.
I don't remember that part in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny because, I think it was the Brendan Fraser one, so it may have been With Honors. I'll have to figure. I'll have to watch the movie and come back and report on that. So yeah, honestly, one of my questions is, I'm hoping that they go into tomorrow, is what exactly does each person do? And how does the treasurer position work in Granite City? And just kind of what are they responsible for, and what's the difference between a comptroller and a treasurer? Matt, do you know the answer?
I think the treasurers are the ones that get to swim around in the big pools of money.
Okay.
I think that's the kind of like a Scrooge McDuck
Okay.
kind of thing.
All right. Yeah.
Well, so they have a big bank vault in the back with a dollar sign on it? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Oh,
Swimming around in nice gold coins.
Here we go.
All right. Let's
The treasurer is the head of a corporation's treasury department, while the comptroller is the chief accountant of a company or government. So basically, the treasurer is kind of like the where the receipts are done, whereas the comptroller is kind of like the accountant.
Gotcha.
The overseer, I guess.
Gotcha. So the comptroller kind of says yes and no to what bills get paid and what bills don't get paid, or what money is okay to spend. And the treasurer kind of keeps track of what's coming in, where it's coming in from.
That makes sense to me in that kind of analogy.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe that's something that Sherry can answer for us tomorrow while we do that.
As well, maybe people have questions on fees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really good point also.
What are the most common fees? What are some fees that people don't know about?
Right.
Now, where can those payments be made? Are there other locations around town that these fees can be paid at? It's stuff like that. How is it best for the citizens to be able to pay their bills efficiently for them?
Okay. Now, would that be something that Jenna, as the city clerk, could answer?
I would think so.
Okay. Yeah, I would think that she probably handles that, licenses and things along those lines.
Right.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Well, I'm really looking forward to the show tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to, getting things set up. And for those of you who watched last time we did it, we've got a new sound that we're going to be using this time, or a new sound system we're going to be using. So the sound is going to be much better, much more clear than what it was last time. So please do make sure you tune in for that. Give us your feedback. We're grown men, and we can take abuse. And
he can't.
Well,
sometimes he likes the abuse.
Hey,
Sometimes he likes the abuse. I'm
here,
just saying.
Let's not get into my personal life.
Oh, I didn't even open the door to that.
You got nothing to say about that, do you?
No, you didn't. I haven't even begun to open the lid of your likes and dislikes.
My likes and dislikes. Well, there's only some, I mean, we have known each other for over 30 years, but there's some things I got to keep to myself.
I want to know
there's some things that you probably should keep to yourself.
DJ Whitehouse says he wants to know the real Chuck. He wants dental records.
Nope.
You're looking at the real Chuck. You know me your whole life.
Boy, I have stories that I will not even begin to tell you. They will haunt you.
I don't even know that the statute of limitations has run out on some of those yet.
If it's 30 years, we're good.
Maybe
that's the question we can ask. Maybe that's the question we can ask the mayor tomorrow.
Let's just make sure the sheriff's not in there when we ask that question, because I don't want any questions afterwards.
We won't be asking that question during the police chief and fire chief session.
Yes, that one we're probably going to be pretty quiet on when it comes to that.
Yeah, pull the hat down a little further. Put the hood up.
So, speaking of police and fire department, I meant to do this last week while we were on.
Loser.
I know, shame on me for doing this, but I do want to give a solid shout out to Sergeant John Redstone, who recently retired from the GCPD. A personal friend of ours, yes. I want to personally thank you for your service, not just as a friend, but as an officer here in Granite City. You've been just great for the town in and of itself, protecting and keeping this town safe. Not to mention that as a resource officer, when my kids went to Granite City High, I knew that they were in great hands. And so, John, I just want to say thank you very much for your service to Granite City and just your dedication to it. And many, many blessings on your next venture. And we love you, buddy. And we're just so glad that you were serving our city for so long. And all the best to you and your family.
Hopefully your wife doesn't kick you out saying, okay, you got to go do something.
I think he's got some other stuff lined up.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, I think he's going to stay pretty busy.
Good.
So, yeah. But, great things coming into the town. Check us out tomorrow here at the Mac and Chuck Show. And, Mac, if you don't have anything else, I think I'm going to have DJ Whiteout play our Granite City commercial one more time. And you know what? Let me say this here real quick.
Okay, say this here real quick.
All right, can I plug us? Can I plug us? Is that okay?
Excuse me?
All right. Well, I don't want to plug you. I'm just saying, can I plug us? No. So basically, if you guys have some kind of video or something that you want shot, Mac and I did do the video that you're about to watch, and we did the original one, the mayor as well. Please feel free to reach out to us, and you can reach out to us at macchuck2020@gmail.com. And DJ, if you want to throw that up there, I think it's in one of our banners.
Throw it up there.
Yeah, there it is. If you want to reach out to us, we're more than happy to partner up with you. If you got something going on within the city itself that you want to, to publicize or whatever, let us know. We're happy to do that. We can help you out with some of the media part on that. And that's both Mac and I will give you a hand with that. Sit down and talk with you.
For the bargain basement price.
Well, we're not going to go too low in the basement, but we'll catch you an awesome deal. But yeah, we want to help you grow here in the town. We want to help spread the word out. Help spread the word.
Help you.
Yes. And so, yeah, just let us know. Reach out. And Mac, have you got anything else?
No, it's going to be a long night.
It is going to be a long night. All right, DJ, you got something to say?
No, he doesn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, in these
is there an apology?
Times, it's important to leave everybody with some words of wisdom every once in a while.
Oh, here we go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to remind everybody. Just wanted to remind everybody. You catch more flies with honey, but you catch more honeys being fly.
Ooh, that's smooth.
Did he make that up himself?
I think he may have heard that from some '90s movie because that's definitely a '90s reference.
What,
Probably.
Fly?
Fly, yeah. Girl, you fly.
Baby, I'm fly.
Pretty fly for a white guy.
And on that note,
Folks,
us
have a
out,
great week. We'll see you
Whitey.
tomorrow night.
Hi, I'm Jenna DeYoung, the newly elected city clerk.
And I'm Sherry Grimm, the newly elected treasurer.
We'd like to invite you to the Granite City Cinema on June 28th at 6 p.m. for the Mayor's Listening Series, where we will be there to speak with the community.
Thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing you.
On June 28th, 6 p.m. at the movie theater. See you there. I can't.